Hello, my name's Jamie. I'm 33 years old. I'm married to a wonderful man for 14 and a half years, and we have three great children. A daughter, she's 13, and two boys that are 11 and 10. And you would think that at this point in my life, where my children are pretty independent, that I should be having a very happy, fulfilled, comfortable life. But unfortunately, that's not my story. My story is that of a person who has been in pain for almost 26 years of her life. That explains why I am up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep. I go through these stages of not being able to sleep. I'm in pain. I've had a chronic headache for almost 3 years, and I get severe migraine attacks at least twice a week. And I feel a cold coming on, and whenever I get a cold, that means I'm definitely going to have a migraine that's at least a 6 out of 10 on the pain scale for however long those bad couple of days are with a cold. So at least 3-4 days I'm being that kind of pain. And that's the pain I'm feeling right now. And I can't sleep. That might be because of the migraine. That might be because I also have fibromyalgia, which causes sleep problems. And I'm no stranger to insomnia. I have sleep pills in my drawer I don't like to take. I forget I have them about 95% of the time. But when I do remember and I take one, I do not like that feeling that stuff gives me. Feel like feels like my arms and legs are just heavy weights. I can't move them. It's the worst feeling. I don't like it. So I'm awake, and I don't like being awake. It's early Monday morning. The kids are going to get up in a few hours, getting ready for school, and then starts another week, which is not going to be very different than the week before. And it's frustrating, it's depressing, and I get depressed pretty quickly, pretty easily these days. You just get tired of being in pain. And I just want to show people who don't quite understand migraine or headache disorders, this is the face of a person in pain. Externally, I look fine to the average person. I look healthy, happy. There is no physical evidence of my disease. So I'm already having that obstacle because when I walk out my door, nobody sees my pain. And there are days where you just want to scream it out. Hey, I hurt. I hurt all day. I hurt every day. And nobody sees it. And it's a very lonely feeling. It's just something that I really want everybody to know and understand. What we feel is real pain. We don't get a headache. We always joke, us migraineurs, to each other, saying, I wish I had just a headache. If it was just a headache, 2 Tylenol, 2 Excedrin, boom, we'd be fine. We all hate those Excedrin commercials with that girl saying, you don't know what real migraine pain is. She doesn't know what real migraine pain is. Because guess what? Excedrin migraine, Advil migraine, you're not taking that migraine pain away. It's not going to happen. So it's just very frustrating. People look at you like you're just lying. You're using it as an excuse. You're just lazy. as a female, it's just looked upon as, oh, that's a woman's problem, you know, or she's making it up. She's not really feeling that kind of pain. It's very difficult. And the people who are ignorantly making someone with migraine or a headache disorder feel just so ostracized, they don't realize what they're doing. And a huge part of that is because there's such a stigma around migraine. And, stress does not cause migraine. High stress in your life doesn't help the situation. When you're stressed, you tend to feel pain, and that's with any kind of pain disorder. But the stress doesn't bring it on. There's something that's going on in my brain that is not supposed to happen. That's why I'm in pain. It's just an oversensitive nervous system. The signals are constantly being fired. Pain, 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 pain. In my face, behind my eyes, sometimes down my scalp, back of my head, into my shoulder. Sometimes down to my back if it's that bad. The inflammation of the blood vessels constricting and dilating, pushing against the tissue, and that is pushing up against my skull. That is what is causing the pain. So no, 2-Excedrin is not going to make me, feel great. Oh, my headache's gone. No. My life is a limited life. My life is not controlled by me. It's controlled by my pain. And I am very desperate to find something to help. I had that opportunity in December after extinguishing every other treatment plan that there is with no success. My last resort was a neurostimulator placed over my supraorbital nerve, which is the nerve above my eye. And it was done on the left side because that's where predominantly, my migraines are. Focused around my eye, behind my eye, up to my scalp. Sometimes it extends to the right side, but usually it's this side of my face that I want to just chop that side off, and I probably feel a whole lot better walking around with half a face. So it was placed there, had it for about 5 days. It was the best thing that has ever happened to me. I was able to turn that thing on when I felt pain starting to get intense. If the pain really wasn't that bad, it would just stop. It would be gone after about 15, 20 minutes with it on. I could turn it off and be good. But if I had a migraine like I have right now, which is hovering between a 5 and a 6, and I look like I'm not in pain, but best believe I'm in pain. But on days like that with that neurostimulator and I turned it on, it kept it out of my sight, out of my senses. I didn't feel it. All I felt was that nice buzzing, humming, tingling, massaging feeling I had in my scalp, in my forehead. And it gave me like an instant brow lift, so not like I have that issue. But hey, that's an added plus to it. So that was like awesome. It was very awesome. The whole office was excited for me because they knew how long I've suffered and everything that I've tried. And in that office, they genuinely don't want you suffering. They were all so happy. So I was like, great, this is my answer. I'm going to have migraine the rest of my life, but now I have something that will allow me to choose what I'm going to do. in this 24-hour time period called a day. And for the first time in a very long time, that is like the most liberating feeling in the world. So we submit the referral to the insurance company. I figured, well, definitely they'll approve the surgery. They approved the trial. Well, why would they do that and not allow me to get the permanent one? Silly me. They denied it. So it is now February. I still don't have it. We just had my hearing last week. They called. I had oral testimony over the phone. I was nervous, but I basically explained my life, all the treatments that I've tried that failed, and how I have to have my life back. I have to have it. And I know now I can have it, but they're not allowing me to get it. And I can't pay for this surgery out of pocket. I can't afford it. We're a one-income family. My disability really doesn't make a dent in anything. It's helpful, but it's not enough to, turn things around financially for us. So I've been having that stress on me for over a month now. And the excitement about it, the can't wait till it happens, that's like damn near gone. And I'm getting real depressed about it. Because sometimes it feels like it's not meant for me to be completely happy in this life. There's always going to be the pain. I don't want the pain. I didn't ask for it. I sure as hell don't like it. I know how to handle it. But that is not a normal thing to say. Hey, I can go run errands with a migraine that's about an 8 or a 9. And, still make dinner and check homework even though it's hard. It's really hard. And nobody wants to push through the pain. I have to push through pain a lot. Sometimes just to get a sentence out, you have to push through pain. Pain so bad that your brain just becomes jello. You can't think. You literally are disabled. You cannot think. You can't read. You read the same sentence over and over again for like 5 minutes. The brain becomes so disabled from this condition. It's serious. A migraine attack is an equivalent to someone with epilepsy having an attack. It can shut your body down. That's how serious it is. And the longer you have it, especially chronically, like I do, I am at a higher risk for, cardiovascular issues, stroke. So no, it's not something that is easy breezy, can be taken care of. No, this is serious. My life is just hanging like on the balance here. And my body wants to give up. It wants to say, no, I can't do this anymore. I can't. Why should it? 8 years old. 8 years old. In pain. And you can't understand pain like that as a child. You can't. You can't comprehend that. And then you have classmates and you have teachers looking at you and talking to you as if you're a liar. It's horrible. But I made it through that. It's made me a stronger person. Although I feel very weak because I give in a lot. But God has given me a very full plate, and He must have a lot of faith and trust in me to hand me this life because I'm still here. There are many times where I want to give up. Many times I'm just tired. I can't do it all. I can't be a wife today. I can't be a mom today. But I have to suck it up and do it anyway. And there's so many days where I just want to say, please, please, can I just get a month where I just can lay here and just stop? And stop. I don't want to fight. I'm fighting everything. I'm fighting everyone. I'm fighting myself. I'm fighting this fibromyalgia. I'm fighting my depression. I'm fighting my anxiety. I'm fighting my migraine pain. I'm fighting the daily headaches. I'm fighting my insurance company. I'm fighting against stigma. I'm fighting just ignorant medical professionals. It is very tiring to fight all the time. And the worst part about it is nobody knows why you're fighting and they think it's a waste because you obviously are a healthy individual because you look it. That's, I think, the most frustrating part about it. So hopefully after I do a little bit of typing, I start to get a little tired. I might be able to catch an hour's sleep before the alarm goes off for the kids to get up. But I just wanted to let the world know, hey, this is a typical migraineur who can't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. And this is her story. And I hope you really take it for what it is. It's an honest depiction of chronic pain, of invisible illness. And it's a very difficult thing. And to be more sensitive and have empathy. We don't want sympathy. I don't want you feeling sorry for me. That doesn't help anybody. All we want is empathy. Understand how hard it is. Our life is difficult, but we are still warriors because we fight through it. And to be able to fight through that kind of stuff, well, I guess you have to be a special kind of person. It's unfortunate it takes pain to bring that out in me, but at the same time, I appreciate it because you don't take things for granted and you don't sweat the small stuff and you don't give a crap about materialistic things because all that means nothing when you can't enjoy it, and I can't enjoy many things. So the smaller things, those are the things that I really appreciate and look forward to and embrace. So until next time, you guys take care, you guys stay blessed, and have a happy Monday.